Watch this video.
I was tracking my macros and I was doing workouts, and then guys in prison.
As an editor, what we want most of the time is control. And most times, these auto caption platforms don't give us the best control over our auto-generated captions. I'm going to show you a way to auto-generate your captions in Adobe Premiere and customize them to suit exactly what you want, the color, the style, and how you want them to animate in and out. Let's dive right in. So we're going to go on and create a new sequence. That's Control N and Command N for Mac users. You come over here to settings, make this 1080 by 1920 by 1920, and then over here you name your sequence. Let's name it as you want. I'm naming mine Caption Thoughts and hit OK. Let's drag this clip in, keep existing settings. So you come over here to text. Sorry, let's scale this in quickly. Yeah, that should be enough. We're losing quality. By the way, I didn't shoot this. I got this clip online. I didn't shoot this. So let's go under text, and you can see Adobe has automatically transcribed our clip for us. So what we're going to do instead, I don't want to use the entire clip. We're just going to do a very short one for the sake of the tutorial.
I was tracking my macros and I was doing workouts, and then guys in prison, I'd be like, bro, start tracking your macros to do your workouts.
Yeah, I think that's enough. And let's cut that. It has transcribed it for us already. So go to captions, click here, create captions from transcript, and over here you see single line, maximum characters, drop this to about 10 or 8, 10, and then minimum seconds. 3 is fine, but let's make this 2 seconds. And then go on and say create captions. So as you can see over here, it's done. It has created our captions for us. Let's look at this. So you can see what it has done over here to create auto captions for us. So let's come over to properties. If you can't see your properties, or we'll go on to window and come over here to select properties. What we're going to do is let's select this properties, multiple selected. Yep, that was intentional. And we have this here in the middle. Let's put that in the middle and increase the size a bit. Yeah, for my fonts, I'm going to be using Inter for my main font, and let's use Inter. Let's use Inter bold. Yeah, for the size, we're going to be adjusting the size as we go on. So okay, let's just drop it now. Yeah, so it's one line. Yeah. So come over to graphics and titles over here and select and say upgrade caption to graphic. And let's look over here. Let's expand this timeline, and what it has done is to convert our captions to editable graphics. So just click this and let's close this, bring it down to layer 2 and open that up. Right? Let's see.
I was tracking my macro.
Yeah.
And I was doing.
Okay, so you see that looks a bit good already for some of you, but that's not okay for me. What we're going to do is let's take this tracking layer, this tracking up, and put this on the 3rd layer, right? So I was over here. Yeah, I love that. The font is Inter, cool. Let's extend this up until this point. Let's make this smaller. Up until this point over here. And then drag this to this, right? Yeah, that's cool. And so looks good. And then tracking. So let's click tracking, come over here and adjust it. Let's drag it down a bit. Yeah, about there. Looks cool. Looks cool. And then my macros. My macros is going to be italicized, and we're going to be changing the color of one of them. So let's select this, and then the font is Alex brush looks cool, but let's use script empty bold. I was trying out a couple of fonts. Script empty bold. Does this do it? Yeah, it looks cool. So script empty bold, and let's shift that up a bit. And so let's change the color for I was. Come over here and select I was, and come over to color fill, and let's drop this to this place over here, and let's select this sort of burnt orange. It's a perfect pairing with white, and then you click OK. Yeah, so I was tracking. I sort of don't like that position, so let's bring it this way a bit and take my macros this way a bit. Yeah, I think this looks better. So let's play back and see.
I was tracking my macros and I was doing workouts.
So, and I was doing workouts. I'm going to do 2 or 3 for you guys. And so again, you take I was to the next layer and doing to the third layer. Oops. Take it to the third layer. And then you stretch this to this point and you stretch this to this point. And say when
I was doing work.
When I was doing, I'm going to add workouts to this line here. Let's double click that and type out workouts. And I'm going to delete this very one over here and stretch this to fill up. Yeah, that's it.
And I was doing work.
So let's reduce the font so that it's on the same line. Doing workouts. So over here, reduce the fonts. Yeah, I want them on the same line. Yeah, and looking a little smaller. Let's increase this a bit. Yeah. So when I was doing workouts is going to be a different font. So let's say script anti-bold. Let's bring this down a bit. And for when, let's push this to the side. Or let's push this way. So let's click doing workouts and scroll down. I think I changed font there. Okay, fine. Under fill over here, we click and we select a new color, our burnt orange. And a different way to copy and paste colors without having different shades of the same color will be to come here and you see macros has a burnt orange, a really nice, has a burnt orange that we like. So what you can do is come to fill, click, and come over here where you see this color code and click, highlight everything and copy, cancel, come to doing workouts, and let's click this here and scroll down, click fill here and paste this so you have a unified color. All your colors are the same. You've just copied the color code of the other text to the new text. And so let's play this and see.
I was tracking my macros and I was doing workouts.
The other thing I'm going to show you guys is how to add transitions to it, really cool transitions so your work stands out. I'm just trying to adjust this text here. Let's push it down a bit, and push it to the right. I don't like this. Well, you get the idea. How do you add custom transitions to this? Well, you come to, in my last tutorial, I showed you guys how to use the Film Impact dashboard. And for me, I've placed it over here. You come here, Film Impact, you have the, but if you can't find them here, what you should do is come to Window over here, and then under Extensions, you see Film Impact dashboard, click it and you have yours pop up. So under here, select transitions. Let's select the clip you want to add your transition to. And over here, you see pop motion, pull motion, different kinds of transitions. You can go on and experiment with them or check the tutorial in the link below. And so you add, let's click add pop motion and let's adjust this a bit. And then click on tracking. That's the one I'm using. Add this and let's reduce it a bit. And then click on my macros, apply, and let's reduce them a bit. So this is what we have.
I was tracking my macros.
Let's watch that again.
I was tracking my macros.
Okay, so let's add them to the next ones as well, so that will render everything as all together. So click the two transitions here. I'm holding shift to do that. Add that. Let's make it a bit smaller. Let's adjust the duration rather. Click here, add pop motion, and take that down. Doing workouts, pop motion, and reduce this. Let's go on and render this.
I was tracking my macros and I was doing workouts. I was tracking my macros and I was doing workouts.
Yeah, that's cool. That's basically it. That's how to add these custom text animations for your social media videos. This is it for this tutorial, guys. I wanted to share with you guys how to create better captions for your social media. I hope this tutorial helped. I hope you found it useful. And if you did, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and watch out for my next video. For now, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.